Hey guys, today I'll give you my list for the top 10 moments from Arrow. For this list, I'm counting the top 10 best, saddest, or most awesome moments from this hit TV show. You won't see anything from season 6 though, since that series is only at its mid-season finale. Oh, and by the way, look out for spoilers, and I keep forgetting to mention that in my other videos. But let's go. Number 10. Starting the Crusade, Season 1. In the first episode of Arrow, Oliver has returned from Lian and has been seen by his mother in a hospital. And he's returned home to his sister, his mother, and his stepdad, Walter Steele. But Oliver decided that he won't come back just as the playboy he used to be. Yeah. He's completely different from what he was when he left. Since he learned about his father not saving the city, instead he failed it. And Oliver wants to bring down those who his father said have poisoned his city. So he creates a new persona, the Hood, and goes out to deal out justice to anyone poisoning his city. And all the names in his father's book are the names of people who have done wrong. So Oliver will deal justice to them. Number 9. Assembling a new team, Season 5. The second episode in Season 5 of Arrow, Oliver is trying to assemble a new team, but they're a bit on the rough side. But since he already knows Curtis, he already met Evelyn, the newest one he hasn't met would have to be Rene Ramirez, Wild Dog. Well, he has actually met him, but he's met his persona, Wild Dog. And so they all decide to meet Oliver at the headquarters of Hive. And Oliver shows them an exercise that he learned in Russia. If they can get past him and ring the bell, then they'll have passed. But the thing is, Oliver was trying to teach them what the purpose of the exercise is. And pretty soon they all became members of the new team: Mr. Terrific, Artemis, and Wild Dog. We also see Dig come back as Spartan. We see another new member, Ragman, and a new Black Canary, Diana Drake. Number 8. The Hong Kong Outbreak, Season 3. This bit takes place during the flashbacks, actually. Oliver has been found by Amanda Waller on Lian Yu in the wreckage of the Amazo. And she's brought him to Hong Kong, where she's using him as a tool, basically. Tool assassin, if you want to think of it. And Oliver is trying to sharpen his skills so he can deal out justice back home. Oliver has tried numerous escape attempts trying to contact his family, but none of it has worked. But Oliver and a family he's caught up that he's met along the way are trying to stop the US Army from releasing a bioweapon into the Hong Kong air. But when they aren't successful, they manage to find the general, and they also want to find an antidote. But no such luck, actually, since one apparently doesn't exist. But it turns out the family lose their son, Akio, since he was only young, and his body wasn't rejecting, and his body was not fighting the bioweapon. But in the end, Oliver goes back to Star City, and Akio's mother, Tatsu, goes back to Japan. From that on, nothing was seen of Akio's dad, until in present day we learn that he's joined up with the League of Assassins. Number 7. Joining the League of Assassins, Season 3. Oliver didn't do this willingly, basically. Ra's al Ghul had said that he wants Oliver to become the next Ra's al Ghul, but Oliver had actually declined. And it's said that those who die at the hand of Ra's al Ghul and live are destined to become Ra's al Ghul. Since Oliver had survived a fight with Ra's al Ghul, well, survived, he died, then came back. But Ra's al Ghul had come to Star City trying to, well, get Oliver to join the League, but when that didn't work, he instead had nearly killed Thea. And the only way to bring her back was via Lazarus Pit, which was in Nanda Parbat. So Oliver had made a deal: if they bring back Thea, then he would join the League. And since that had worked, Oliver had joined with the League. And the League had actually had a plan to release the Alpha Omega bioweapon that was released in Hong Kong. But Oliver had managed to stop Ra's and kill him. Number 6. Laurel's death, Season 4. Season 4 wasn't the best season, but it did have its good moments, its sad moments, and its bad moments. Laurel dying was definitely one of the sad moments. Since her dad, Quentin, was working with Damien Dark, who was the main antagonist, he had made a promise to Quentin that if he did not do what Dark said, he would kill Laurel. A prison break in Iron Heights had broken out. Oliver and team had gone there to try and stop Dark. But it turns out Merlyn was also working with Dark and Diggle's newly brought back to life brother John. I'll get this right. Diggle's brother Andy was working with Dark as well. Turns out he never did die when Deadshot shot him. But Dark had killed Laurel by stabbing her with an arrow that Oliver had shot at Dark. Number 5. Slade kills Oliver's mother. Season 2. In Season 2, our main antagonist is Slade Wilson, aka Deathstroke. Now, Oliver actually knew Slade a long time ago from the island, but soon enough they became enemies after Oliver had basically played a role in the death of the woman that Slade loved. Slade had pulled out the exact same scenario that Shadow died, which is who Slade loved. It was Oliver kneeling in front of Shadow and Sarah on the island, but this time it was Oliver kneeling in front of Thea and his mother. But since Oliver refused to choose which one that should die, Slade had stabbed Oliver's mother through the heart with a sword that he pulled out of his overcoat when she stood up and asked that both her children should live. Number 4. Slade's Mirakuru army. Basically, this was close to the season finale of Season 2, when Slade has pulled over a prison bus that he decides to let all the prisoners go if they join with him. And turns out that all of them managed to survive the Mirakuru, and they become part of his army to take over the city. And actually, this shows Oliver working as a team member even more, since he joins up with Nissa and members of the League of Assassins. In the final showdown, it has Oliver fighting against Slade, with Slade trying to prove that Oliver is a murderer. But he decides to not murder Slade, and in fact, take him back to Lian Yu. Number 3. Teaming up with The Flash, Season 2, 3, 4, and 5. And 6. But we didn't actually see The Flash in Arrow in Season 1 because he hadn't been struck by lightning yet. But in Season 2, we saw Barry Allen as just a CSI detective and not the Flash. But he was helping Oliver with a case that was happening of the unexplained. And in Season 3, we do see Barry as the Flash, since in Season 2, he'd been struck by lightning. And Oliver decides to team up with Barry in Season 3 to take out Captain Boomerang. And it turns out Boomerang was trying to kill Dig's wife, Lila Michaels. And since then, Oliver and Barry have become sort of like best friends, I'd say. Just don't tell Cisco. No. In Season 4, when they team up, it's a crossover with them, and we get a few new appearances from Hawkman and Hawkgirl. But we also see that they're fighting against an immortal tyrant named Vandal Savage. And in Season 5, it's the Invasion crossover with Flash, Arrow, Legends of Tomorrow, and Supergirl, all in one. And then there's the Crisis on Earth X crossover with all of them again fighting Nazis from Earth X, or 53 if you want. Number 2. Tommy Merlyn dies. This one was actually the first death in Arrow that properly broke Oliver. When Laurel had refused to leave CNRI with Merlyn's earthquake machine going off, Malcolm Merlyn, not Tommy Merlyn, she'd been trapped under a lot of rubble, but when Tommy came back to try and save her, it was him that did not make it out when Laurel did. And he got punctured, and a pipe had punctured him through the heart. When Oliver went in to try and save him, he was too late, and Oliver had to watch his best friend die, as he kept saying to himself, "It should have been me." Right, we don't have any honourable mentions, so let's get right to number 1. Oliver tells Adrian Chase why he kills. Season 5. In Season 5, our main antagonist is Prometheus, possibly Oliver's most devastating foe, since he knows more about him than even he does. But when Oliver is locked in a fight with Adrian, he doesn't actually fight fair with Oliver, since he has Talia al Ghul tranquilize him so that he can take him to a secret location and basically interrogate him. He does all sorts of stuff to him. He holds his head underwater for the amount of time his dad was when he died. Adrian Chase, I forgot to mention, was the son of Justin Claiborne, who was on Oliver's list that his dad had left him. And Chase was trying to get revenge for his dad. But Chase doesn't want to kill Oliver, he wants to make him wish that he was dead. He says he wants him to confess his secret, his greatest secret, and he'll let him go. At first, Oliver doesn't know what he means, but when Chase says, "You don't kill because you have to, so why do you do it?" When Oliver tells him that he wanted to and that he liked it, that gave Chase a moment of satisfaction. Well guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe and comment what you think about it, and I'll be back next week to give you another list. I'll see you guys later.